Let's get started with the sign of Leo. Leo, here we go. Leo, April 2024. What energies do we have for the sign of Leo? What is coming in? A Leo, April 2024. Leo. Ten of Wands. Pushing the end of that cycle that's been stressful, that has been weighing on your shoulders, whether it be life, money, and career, those energies that, you know, that are weighing. You're at the end of that. You're at the end of that feeling of that pressure cooker. Where am I going? All these decisions, everything I have to deal with. Here we go. Ace of Pentacles and the Magician. Beautiful, Leo. Look at that. So you're at the end of that cycle. If you have felt, you know, really not connected anymore, or really having to make those important decisions, or feeling really the weight on your shoulders on everything going on, and that choice you have to make, that decision you have to make, shifting careers, choosing another job. And I say that because we have the Ace of Pentacles, maybe waiting, right? Maybe waiting for an offer, waiting for an answer, waiting for that money to come in, waiting for the bank to answer, waiting for, you know, the opportunity, that business opportunity, or the money to come in to take those classes to get into that school, whatever it is. Here we are. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is a beginning, is an offer, is a, you know, a financial opening, whether it be for, you know, business, life, job, whatever it is. But here it opens to the Magician, which says that it's time, that it's time to move forward on this new venture, time to move forward on this new job, on this new opportunity, whatever it means for you, Leo. You are moving into what it is that you have wanted to build, wanted to make happen. Here we are with the Magician, really the desire, and it's time. So with this Ten of Wands, if you thought it was difficult, or you thought it was going nowhere, or you weren't getting the answers, you didn't get the call back, or what on earth is going on, here you have the answer coming in. The offer's there, but the offer is pushing you to make it move forward, right? If you are questioning yourself, and it is a little bit money and career because of these cards, but I'm waiting to see if there are more cards coming out. So the Magician pops in when we sometimes, yes, we manifested something, or we really wanted something. We want that job, we want to build our business, or we want that money to move, or to build a house, or to be able to reinvent ourselves, or to go, you know, build a family. We are here with the Magician saying, you can do it. Now you have everything you need to do it. So if you're doubting, or feeling that you don't have, you know, all the tools to do it, or it's not the right moment, or you don't have all the information or all the answers yet, here we are. It's time to move forward. Yes, and that's what I'm feeling, of moving forward, but freaked out. The doubts, right? The doubts that start to come in. There's a time where it's just time. I know it sounds silly to say. There's a time where we have to, yes, we have to reflect and answer questions and figure things out and situate ourselves, but there's a time where we have to act and make it happen and push forward. So whatever it is you're trying to transform, whatever it is you were waiting for, Leo, this is happening. This is where it's happening in the month of April. So even if it's freaking you out, you're still having the courage to push forward, to make it happen. It's really, really a beautiful energy. because you have the 9 and 10 of Wands, which really signifies the end of a cycle. The end of a cycle. Yes, and here we have the 6 of Pentacles, which is bringing things back into equality, generosity, being there for each other, right? You're there for others. You want to be in a community, you want to be in a relationship, you want to be in a job, in an opportunity, a project. It's going to be something much more stable, much more balanced. It is something that probably you were looking for, waiting for, and this is really coming in with a sense of generosity. So whether this is people you're taking care of, making sense and finding the solutions for your family, for yourself, if you're moving, if you're wanting to build, if you're, right? This is really like a soothing energy, Leo. But it demands stamina. It demands courage. It demands assertiveness, right? To not doubt yourself as much. I'm not saying you doubt yourself all the time, but at this moment, this job you were waiting for, or this, this opportunity you were waiting for, or the moment you were waiting for to move, to start, to build something, to go shift careers, to change cities, move countries, whatever your plan is, whatever it is that you're trying to make happen, you're pushing forward, and your assertiveness, your courage is really bringing back that beautiful balance and that loving energy with you, your family, the people you care about. All right, let's see if there's one more card. Thank you all for being here. Yes, look at that. Triumphant. Triumphant. You're leading the way. You are confident. This is really boosting your confidence, your love, your care. You want to share, you want to care. So whether it's your life, right? Finding that stability within your family because you have that business opportunity, or because you're getting that job, or you're able to go to that school, or move and build that house and build a family, whatever it is. I feel like it's more business oriented, or it is finances that are triggering you to really bring together that goal. Whatever that goal is, it will be different for everyone. I feel like there's one more card that wants to come out for the sign of Leo. We're on the sign of Leo. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If I don't acknowledge you in the chat, that is uniquely because I'm focused on the cards. All right. Is there one more card that wants to come out? Yes. Well, there you go. There's your complete change. And finally letting go that pressure, letting go that energy that you sort of mulled into for a while there, feeling you had to stay, or feeling you had to remain in that job, or feeling it was just not opening doors for you. Here you're entering a new phase. This is really the death of a phase, the death of a cycle, but also, with the death card, it's not just reinventing yourself. It's also understanding what is not working and whatever's not serving you, whether it's a combination of energies where you feel, sort of stuck in your desires, in your choices, life path, the purpose, the job, everything. I feel like this is really a global energy here, Leo, where there is a beautiful push forward in finally, doing what you want to do, being in the right space, and finding that comfort, that warm comfort of being with your loved ones, sharing, caring, and being in the right space. It's really boosting your confidence and boosting your energy. But yes, it demands to let go whatever you were hanging on to. Let go whatever you felt was blocking you. Let go, you know, those people, those energies, those triggers, those complications, right? Let go, let go. You're now entering a whole new era and you're building your new life. Leo, this month of April is absolutely important and absolutely amazing. So there you go, Leo. We're going to move on now to what sign do we have afterwards? Taurus. Anybody watching, thank you all for being here. All money and careers weeklies are up for anybody that is used to connecting to this channel. They are all up if you haven't had time to check them out. All right, Taurus. These are general readings for April 2024. Taurus, what energies do we have for Taurus coming in this month of April 2024? Taurus, Taurus. Hello, everyone. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. This is a Monday, yes. I like to come on once in a while live on Mondays when I have time. All right, Taurus, am I taking this one? Let's see. All right, Taurus, April 2024. General energies coming in for Taurus. Here we go, Taurus. Oh, okay, Tamara. Thank you, Tamara, for being here. All right, Taurus, let's see what we have. Eight of Wands. Again, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Six of Swords. And I don't know why I put them up there. There we go. Okay, so also income, finances, opportunity, Ace of Pentacles. This is the beginning. Wow, this is really something here. Ace of Pentacles resembles a little bit, and I've shuffled a little bit Leo, so maybe you have Leos, you have Taurus in your chart, or Taurus, you have Leo in your chart. It's possible, but look at this. This is all of a sudden, you know, this offer coming in, or these finances coming in, or this opportunity coming in. So this can be money that is owed to you. This can be money that you were waiting for, or answers you were waiting for regarding a job, regarding business, regarding a school, regarding a project, whatever it is. It will be different for everyone. But that is really pushing you to move on. I'm gonna pull more cards, but you're again, as well, your confidence is boosted, but it is boosted from this offer. So you have finances coming in, Taurus, in this month of April that are setting the record straight. King of Swords, speaking your mind. Speaking your mind, maybe with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, someone you're working with, or your family, or something. It's almost like these conversations are going to be about money, are going to be about this money coming in, and that's going to am I taking this? Am I taking? No. Okay. That is sorry, these cards are coming out, and I'm not sure they're for this reading. You're not mincing your words about the money, or you're not mincing your words about this opportunity, or these are conversations regarding money. It is about your power, you want to remain in power, and to remain in power, it's like all of a sudden this money is coming in, or all of a sudden you're getting an opportunity, or you're getting those answers, those messages for something new, and that is really making you move on to something less chaotic. Something you're leaving after these discussions, you're really moving into something calmer. And I feel like you're proud. You're proud that you had the conversation. You're proud to have been really clear on what it is you want with this King of Swords. And you're proud to really be empowered in your ideas, empowered in your life choices. This conversation seems very important to you, very important to make things very clear, answer questions about money, answer questions about the next step in your life path, family, family decisions, business decisions. You have the Star. Wow. And the 10 of Pentacles, not surprising. This really feels like money conversations within your family or within your job. Maybe it's a negotiation. Maybe you're negotiating that job, or you're negotiating those finances for your project, for your business. Whatever it is, you're not mincing your words, and you're a one-track person. You're in control, you're empowered, and people are listening to you. People need to know what you have to say, and you need to express yourself. You're in control, Taurus, not surprising, but you're also, with this Star, coming back to reality, right? Yes, the Star is believing, trusting, believing in our dreams, our goals, healing past wounds and past triggers and people and situations, right? Getting into a smoother energy. Being able to, getting into calm energies after the storm, after the discussions, after those big decisions, those harsh discussions we have to have sometimes. That's the way it feels. And this, after that, you're moving into calmer waters. And it's really the calm after the chaos, although we don't really see chaos here, but we do see the Six of Swords where you're moving into something calmer. Try not to take too many swords with you, but it's suddenly moving forward. And there you have the Sun. So this offer here is bringing financial balance or long-term financial stability in your family, harmony, whatever your family is for you. And with this Star, it's like bridging the gap between your dream, your fantasies, what you wanted, your vision, your goal, and reality. And it doesn't make it bad. It just makes it more pragmatic. The discussions you're having in this month of April is about money, finances, your family, how you're going to pull things together, and having honest and true conversations. And that is bringing back sort of stability, happiness with the Sun, stabilizing your energies. It's all about money, and it's all about truth, and it's all about having conversations about money. That's the way it feels here, Taurus. And bringing back someone to reality, or bringing back yourself or conversations to reality. It's almost like maybe someone was in La La Land, right? Or maybe it's a manager you're talking to, or a family member, or conversations you're having saying, hey, we need this money to be able to move forward for stability, for financial stability. So whether it's in a job or whether it's in your personal situation, you're setting the record straight. And even if it's harsh words, you're bringing back sort of a harmony in your family, in the situation, in the job, wherever it is. I like this. I like this a lot, Taurus. All right. Let's move on to the next sign. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Inside the chat, outside the chat. give it a thumbs up. That's free and easy to do, and it helps out. Thank you so much. We just did Leo and Taurus, and now we are going to move on to Scorpio. These are April 2024 general energies. I'm going to leave this aside. Moving on to Scorpio. Welcome to everyone. I'm going to put these back. April readings, and if anyone is interested, all money and career readings are up for this week, if you're usually coming to this channel for that. All right, Scorpios. Scorpios, April 2024. Scorpios, April 2024. What energies do we have here, Scorpios? Yes, eclipse season begins. Yes. Soinat, hello, how are you? Thank you all for being here. All right. All right, Scorpio. Here we go. Scorpio, April 2024, sign of Scorpio. What energies do we have for the sign of Scorpio? Scorpio. Six of Cups. Oops. Five of Pentacles. Going back to something, Scorpio. Back to resentment. Back to frustration. What's going on here? Ah, I see. Well, there's a decision there. Something from the past, something that you've been mulling, something that's been going on, Scorpio, that lingering energy. Thank you all for being here. Faith, hello. Soinat, hello. Wonderful members. Beautiful to see you always. Here we have the Six of Cups. Just, you know what, Scorpio? It feels like you're finally letting go of something. Finally realizing that this clarity, this resentment that you have dragged on for months and months or weeks or years maybe, right? This is finally coming to an end. There's finally something there, a sense of justice, a sense of conclusion, right? Like letting it go. This Justice card is moving you forward into a new direction, new clarity, truth, understanding. Why was it like that? Why? There you go. Eight of Swords. The Moon. I'm going to put this here, Scorpio. Waiting for answers, needing to know. That confusion, feeling stuck, feeling frustrated from the past. Leave it in the past, Scorpio. Here you have the Justice and the Ace of Swords. All new clarity, all new direction. It's the truth. It's there. It's okay. It's going to push you into something much more balanced. This Justice here, it can be from the universe, from you, from anyone else. This is shuffling the cards, shuffling the deck, doing whatever you want to say. It's shuffling the deal here to put things back into balance. So whatever this sense of attachment from the past, that things were not the way you wanted to be, or waiting for answers from someone, or that trigger, that family situation, that work situation, or all of the above, just feeling that frustration of being confused, not getting the answers, not having an open dialogue with someone, not being able to speak your mind, speak your words. Scorpio needs to speak their mind to get relief, to find purpose, to find solace. That's the way Scorpio processes. And if they don't get an answer, or find an answer within that makes sense to them, to Scorpio, they linger in that same old energy process, right? Here you are. Here it is. There's the justice. So whether it's a justice decision within your life, or you making a decision to let go. Let's see what other cards, because that Ace of Swords is beautiful. Beautiful of truth and beautiful of clarity, of understanding what happened, or understanding why it was like that, or understanding that it is going to move forward. Yes. Weighing the pros and cons, figuring things out, Scorpio. There is a decision to be made here, and there's a decision there. It's becoming clear for you. Yes, there you go. There's Scorpio. So it's almost like whether you want it or not, there you go. There you go. It's whether you want it or not, it's happening. Whether you want it or not, you have to do it. You have to make a decision. So maybe this can be anything. This can be you. Do I move, or do I not move? Or do I take that job? Do I relocate? Do I relocate my family? Do I shift careers? Do I change careers? Do I, right? That it's a personal choice you have to make in your life. And I feel like this is something that you have been mulling through for a long time. Here in April, it's becoming very clear. You now have what you need to make the decision, to move, to make it happen. It's becoming clear in your mind. So it's almost like you finally not only are getting answers, and it doesn't have to be an answer, you know, someone gave you the answer, or someone finally told you the truth. It can be that. It is you finding your answers to finally be able to process that energy that you haven't processed, or that you have been processing for maybe years, finally seeing the finish line. And finally, finding that clarity to give you the energies and open the doors to your next path. Here is your next path. Justice, Death, Magician. Choice, clarity, rebirth, time to make it happen. It's very clear. It's very clear. Time to move, time to make this. And it's with this Magician, it is time to move forward on this idea, project, decision, whatever it is. And it's happening here. So in April, if it's not in the 3D, you're actually taking action and moving cities, moving countries, shifting careers, making an important decision in your life. Whatever it is, it will be different for everyone. You're actually, if you're not doing it physically, you're actually finding clarity, that answer within your soul, your mind, to now move forward and build onto your new life. It's impressive, Scorpio. It's impressive. King of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. You've been working really hard. There's an Aries, Leo, Sag there, maybe with whom you're communicating. Maybe this is a family member. Maybe this is a friend. Maybe this is someone you're working with. Someone you're working really hard at making this happen. Working really hard at making these life decisions, and understanding that you're building your new life. Absolutely amazing reading, Scorpio, as usual. Very profound, very, very profound. All right. Hello, all. All right, we're going to move to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, these are, for anyone just popping in, these are April 2024 general energies. Sagittarius, April 2024. Sagittarius. Don't forget to hit the like button if you're sticking around. All right, Sagittarius. Okay, Kevin. Okay. Any Sagittarius is in the house? All right, Sagittarius. All right, here we go. Sagittarius, April 2024. What energies, what messages do we have for the sign of Sagittarius in this month of April 2024? Okay, Tamara. Oh, sorry, not okay. Here we go. These are for Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, whatever, you know, for me, it's about the signs, but it's most of all about energy connections. If you connect with the messages, if you connect with these readings, they are for you. They're self-reflective readings, all about your energies, all about you. So whatever you connect with. King of Swords. Again, there's that assertiveness, that truth, empowering, that intellectual empowerment, speaking your mind, speaking your words. You're setting those boundaries, and you are not cutting corners, right? This is who you are, and this is how it is, and people are going to have to listen to you, Sagittarius. And I feel like that is a general theme as well, with also getting out of our comfort zone. It's also about speaking our truth, being in our truth. All right, let's see what we have here. Again, yeah, see, speaking that truth. I'm going to put that right here. The Ten of Swords and the Moon, waiting for those answers. Being confused, being conflicted, being, you know, needing to maybe make a decision, or just waiting for these messages to come in, to be less confusing. Yes. Ooh, look at that. Ace of Cups and Knight of Pentacles. I like that. I like that. You're taking your time. Now, maybe there's a relationship coming in. Maybe there's an emotional. Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be a romantic relationship where you were waiting for answers, waiting for a truth, waiting for messages from an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. But maybe this is a relationship that you're taking one step at a time, and realizing once you get your answers, let me pull a few more cards. Once you get your answers on this person, on this connection, this emotional connection, you're going to take your time. You're not rushing anything. Yes, keeping those boundaries up, disconnect, and moving forward. So if this, I'm going to pull another card on this Ace of Cups. It feels like either this is a relationship or a connection, someone you just met. It can also be someone you're working with, working on a really, really exciting project. a creative project. Maybe you're an artist, right? Maybe you're creating a product, an idea, and with a community or with another person, you're really wanting to build this project to show your talent to the world. That is also something that can be with this Ace of Cups. The ultimate goal being working with those people on that team, like-minded people, the utter joy of being with those people because they're going to help you show your talent. You're a musician, you're an artist, you're a writer, whatever it is that you're doing artistic, you're showing your talent. It can go either way. But either way, you are mulling in or have up to now maybe been waiting for those answers, being confused, a little disconnected with those people, enough is enough, or that person. Now you're going to take your time to prepare, to strategize, take your time to make it happen. Let's see what, if there's another card that wants to come up on this Ace of Cups. Yes, there we go. There we go. Getting out of this doubt, this confusion. What am I supposed to do? Why are they not answering me? Why are they not messaging me? And this can go for either, however you connect with it, Sagittarius, you know, for a romantic relationship or a creative endeavor, whatever it is. We have the Empress, nurturing, growing. You're going to grow this little by little. You're determined. But you're determined now because you're ready. Maybe you weren't ready up to now, right? And maybe it was confusing and you weren't getting the answers, or there was a disconnect, or you're setting your boundaries, very protective, very on the defense for the longest time on conversations. So even if you were waiting for answers and it was confusing, annoying, frustrating, right? Bored with this already, don't want to deal with them anymore, whether it's a family member or whether it is a coworker or your manager or a potential romantic relationship, a connection you have. It's an emotional connection, right? So it can be also a coworker, or, you know, with whom you really get along with, or a family member or your friend. But it feels to me like it is either a creative endeavor, a creative project you have in mind that you have been wanting to do for the longest time, be on that team or show your creative talent to the world. It's happening. You're growing. You're making this happen because you're with the right people and because you know that now you have to take your time. Knight of Pentacles, right? The Knight of Pentacles is something that, you know, we are ready, but we're going to take our time, right? It's all about understanding or not wanting to commit completely, right? Oh, okay. So this can also be third scenario. This is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that doesn't want to commit and you've been waiting, right? But I feel like no matter what it is, whether it is professional, emotional, or just personal, this is something that is coming to fruition, but it's growing in its own pace. The Chariot, finally, you're going to be determined at one point. You're going to move this forward. It's going to be successful, but at your own pace. Interesting. And with the Empress, yes, this is all about nurturing, emotional nurturing, understanding also what's going on and understanding where that person is coming from and why this happened and why it took them so long to answer or to, you know, send you that information or to contact you, whether this is professional or personal. It's happening. I like that, but it's happening on your terms and on your time. Good for you. But then you're growing into this. I like it. I like it. All right, Sagittarius. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We're moving on to Libra. Libra. Hello, everyone in the chat and outside of the chat. Just a friendly reminder for anyone that becomes a member of this channel, that gives you the perk of asking a free question during the Sunday lives. So if that's something you're interested in and you want to ask a question, if you become a member, that gives you access to that. All right, Libras, let's see what's happening. Let's maybe just grab a little tea. Grab some tea or some water wherever you are. Libra moon. Okay, Kevin. All right. Libras. Let's see what messages we have. April 2024, Libra. April 2024, what energies, what messages do we have for the sign of Libra? Libra. Libras, April 2024. Let's see what's going on. The Hangman. Shifting, turning. Things are going to be different, Libra. Things are shifting in a new way. It feels like you've been stuck, right? Waiting. What's going to happen in the job? What's going to happen in this relationship? Again, I feel like there's a lot of waiting going on. They're energies that are being unblocked. And if you feel like it's taking its sweet time, yes, it's sweet time, disappointed, having to wait, remain in control, Libra, with the Strength card. I like the Strength card. You're in control. You're in control. You can make this happen. It's going to happen. You have the Three of Wands. So whatever you're waiting for with the Hangman, this is coming in a different way. Not expecting this at all, Libra, right? But but I think that you have been really disappointed. But you know, the Five of Cups is this, you know, a little bit crying over spilt milk. It's nothing dramatic. But with the Strength card, I feel, you know, with both of these, you have this strength of character. You have the resourcefulness, right? The intuitive, you know, intelligence to harness your power, to keep control, to keep pushing forward, right? It's about the ability to control that situation, to control the narrative. But I think you have been wanting to control the narrative, and you have been wanting it to come in or get the answer or get the job or get the confirmation of this, whatever situation is, to achieve. You want harmony in your surroundings. So you want to make sure you're in control at all times. Fairness, but control. But here, with the Hangman, it feels like there's a change, right? There's a whole new change in perspective. So are you disappointed with the change, or are you disappointed because it's not going fast enough? You feel trapped, the inability to make a decision. It's sort of suspended in time between maybe two possibilities, two options, two jobs, two ways. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? It demands introspection, time, right? Time to figure things out, but also, I'm going to pull more cards, but also time to see things in a different way. It's important. It's important right now to be able to dance on different tunes, different rhythms at all time. Adaptability. Adaptation or adaptability? I don't know. You'll let me know. But it's, yes, you felt stuck and disappointed, but look at this. You have the Three of Wands, where now you know. Now you know. So now you can plan. So whether you're getting the answer, whether it's shifting it in a way you didn't think it was going to go, I really think that this is an opportunity. Yes, there we go. Yes, it's an opportunity you didn't think was going to happen. And it's coming in a different way. Coming in a different way. And whatever you were waiting for, Libra, maybe for the longest time. It can be in your job, can be in your life, relationship-wise. It's finally coming in pretty quickly. There we go, Knight of Swords. And it's pushing you towards, you know, a whole new journey. A journey probably that you've never been on before, whether it be life, professional, emotional. I'll pull a little more cards, but I think this is really you within your personal decisions in your life, because the Fool here is about accepting that this path, this new path that you actually are aware of now with the Three of Wands, you can prepare, is going to be out of your comfort zone. Not something you've done before, or not a place you've lived before, right? Relocating, changing careers, accepting a job that maybe you've never done before, being in a place, in a culture, in a city you've never been in before, or going on a path with a relationship, a new relationship. Although I don't feel like it's too much of a relationship, for me it's a life path and a life choice. But it's about accepting to free yourself, to have like a blank slate, to free yourself of ideas that have been maybe imposed by others for the longest time. New viewpoints, the willingness to open up to a new world, to open up to new opportunities, to discuss with other people, to join other communities, to work with other people. This is a new vision. It's exciting. It's a new beginning. It's, even if you have no idea, you know, what the, not what the goal is, but how it's going to be. It's a discovery. It's a whole new discovery, a whole new adventure, and accepting to learn along the way, and accepting to have different opportunities or different lifestyle or different type of jobs or connections along the way. You're learning along the way, and you're discovering along the way. Am I taking these? No. I feel like there's one more card that wants to come out for Libra. Libra, this is a whole new adventure. And I think it's taking you time to understand, or to accept it, or to adapt, or to want it, right? To agree with it, whatever it is. Hello, Lucepe. Hello. Thank you for being here. But you're excited. There you go. You have 2 knights. So this is all movement forward. Imposing, fast, coming in fast, but exciting. Exciting. I feel like once you realize what it is, and once you understand who you're going to work with, or what your life is going to be in this new city, or how this new path is going to develop, and how you're going to connect with new people, new communities, and do different things. Really, it feels like a different lifestyle, Libra. Then, you know, you're going to start really enjoying this. But it's the adaptability, right? Always. And I know Libra likes straight, honest, loyal, and everyone to do their own part. But I think that also you like to remain in that sort of, in that structure. So maybe sometimes you don't have to think about, you know, not being in control, or not knowing what's going on, or the Fool is all about spontaneity. I feel like I need one more card here. All right, let's see. Libra. April 2024. I know I shouldn't be pulling more cards. Hello, everyone. Inside and outside of the chat. Yes, look at that. High Priestess and the World, pulling it all together. Love it. Love it. It's successful, but I think this is something you haven't spoken about. This is something you didn't want to share. This is a big change in your life. This is not something that, you know, this is something that's been brewing for a long time. and it's been going on for a long time, and you don't particularly want to share this, but some things are coming out, but it's really enabling you to embrace this new cycle with the world and to let go of those unhealthy illusions about what you could or could not accomplish, or how you can push forward, or how, you know, the different things you can do in your life and the different connections and the different type of jobs or communities, whatever it is. Letting go those unhealthy illusions on what it has to be, or what it what it's almost like you have a perfect vision of your world. And sorry for the rant, because this is collective. It's not particularly for you, Libra. But I've been going on these rants lately where it's like, life is not a perfect vision. Life is not a perfect goal. We have a goal, we have a vision, or we have the desires, the creativity, right? We fall in love, we fall out of love, we get that great job, we get another job, we move cities, we move countries. Some people don't move at all, and some people move a million times, right? It's about adaptability and about understanding what we're made of and how we can push forward to what is important for us, to make sense to us. Not about others. It's not about others. It's about you. What you're pushing forward. What's important for you. All right. Getting on these tangents. Next sign will be the sign of Virgo. You're welcome, Tamara. All right, Virgos. April 2024 for the sign of Virgo. Virgos. Virgos. Any Virgos in the house? Well, there you go, Kevin. You're covered. Virgo sun, here we go. All right, Virgos. Give me one moment to shuffle. How are you feeling with this eclipse? How are your energies? How is your mental? How are you? You okay? Everyone? Let me know. All right, here we go, Virgo. Tired? Yeah. Yep. Yep. Adriana, yes. In the I feel everyone in the trenches, though. I mean, when I read all signs, all in different ways, but I feel, you know, all in trenches to figure things out for sure, much more profoundly than before, pre-world situation. All right. Yes, in the trenches. That's a good term. Okay, very good, Kevin. I like that. Okay, that's a good thing, Tamara. Dance with the energies. That's what you have to do. Adaptability, like I said. Adaptability, guys. It's all about that. It's about taking the time to soothe yourself, to understand yourself, being kind to yourself, being gentle, really, being generous with yourself. So you can find stability, profound stability, and you know, for a healthy foundation. If you watch any of my Sunday collective readings, you will feel that energy of taking care of yourself before you take care of others. Not that you don't care about others, and not that you're not going to take care of your family, but you understand what I'm saying. And that is going to give you the strength to push forward, to change things, to understand, to clarify, to choose, to decide, to move, to create, whatever it is you're trying to do. Take care of yourselves first, always. That gives you the stability, the strength, the love, the compassion for yourself and others. Please remember yourself always. Yep, exactly, Kevin, exactly. And there's not much we can accomplish without self-love. All right, here we go. You're your best friend. Commit to yourself. You're your biggest cheerleader. All right, here we go. Virgos. All right, Virgos, here we go. What energies do we have for the sign of Virgo? Virgo. Working hard. Perfectionist Virgos. Liking a job well done. Committed. Committed. Committed to the job. Loyal. But you're also learning to stabilize your energies, filter your emotions, not get overwhelmed, not get dramatic in whatever it is you're trying to build. Moving forward, taking your time. Take your time. Yes, take your time, Virgo. Take your time. Let's see what's coming in. There's a new beginning here. Is this passion? Is this love? Is this a new relationship? Or is this a passionate project, job, business? What are we doing here? It seems like you're working really, really hard on something. Oh, there we go. Virgos. Now this can be a passion of yours. This can be a beautiful project. This can be something very creative if you're an artist, you know, moving forward, dedicated to develop this project, to work with those people, to be a musician on the road. I don't know why I'm saying that. Or, you know, to show the world your talent. This is you really, again, nurturing yourself and understanding how it's important to stabilize your emotions, to make decisions with balanced emotions, maturity. Okay, and then you're leaving something behind. You're moving into something softer, calmer. Is this a new relationship, Virgo? I have to say that very often, many times, Virgo's reading, there's always, I mean, not always, but, and less lately, but there has been in the past, almost in every reading, an underlining of a love relationship, an emotional relationship, right? A passionate relationship. And I feel like here there's a little bit of that. This can be with a water sign. You're starting something, but you're taking it slow. This is suddenly happening, suddenly coming in. Now it can be a water sign, or it can be an air sign. It feels like a water sign though, with this King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be, but it's yeah, it feels more like a water sign. It's coming in fast. Passion, there we go. I like this. I'm actually happy, Virgos, because first of all, I read money and career readings very often. If there's an underlining of love and connections and emotions and relationships, I always say it. But it's also a beautiful, I don't know why I have a little It's always emotional with Virgo. Not it's for some reason, and here we have the Sun. So this is about. I'm laughing because I have read this so many times for Virgo, an underlying passion for something. So this can be a crush on someone. This can be almost something coming in really passionate. It can be a little bit of a codependency. It can be someone you really, really are into in the spare of the moment. We'll pull some more cards, but I feel like you're very dedicated in your job. And because of this passion, this person, this relationship, this connection coming in, again, feels like a water sign, doesn't have to be. It feels like you're leaving something. No, you're able to move into energies that are just much more that are softer, smoother. Yes, because you're excited and you're happy to be with that person, and yes, you're moving on to something else. You're moving on. It's almost like maybe you're moving because of this person. Maybe you're joining this person in the other side of the world, or maybe this is a passion coming in, and therefore you're saving your money to join that person, or to reconsider a career path because of this passion coming in. I mean, it's exciting and it's fast. Yes, look at this. Oh my goodness, 3 aces. 3 aces, Virgo. Is that not passion? It's becoming clear in your mind that you want to move forward on this happy family, building a family, the harmony within your home. Do you want to build a family? This might be the person you're going to build a family with. Wow, that's impressive. Impressive. Yes, can be Capricorn as well. But this is something that's really beautiful. You have 3 aces. So for me, it reads like a relationship, a passionate connection suddenly coming in. You reconsidering your life path, your purpose, your career path that you have been so committed and dedicated to for a while. And that is now really pushing you onto a new path, leaving things behind, moving on, maybe leaving friends behind, maybe moving cities, countries, I don't know, but it really feels like that. It feels like this is almost someone sweeping you off your feet. You're and with this 4 of Pentacles, it feels like you're stubborn on this. It's like you're gonna do this. You're gonna want to stand your ground on this relationship and prove to the world that this is your person and this is why you want to change things. Yeah, you're not sharing it with everyone right away. This is a secret. This is something maybe that's been going on a little bit that you're keeping in your little treasure chest, right? It's your secret. This can be a passionate relationship that you've had for a while, maybe in a job, right? That you met someone and you're keeping it secret. But I feel like little by little, yeah, it feels like it's in the job, but it doesn't have to be. But it feels like little by little, you're realizing that this might be your person, or this might be someone you want to build a family with, or stabilize, commit, but you're taking it slow. You're taking it easy. Interesting. All right. Passion, Virgo. Not surprising. Passion project, born 35 years ago and well, there you go. Yes, it can be that. It doesn't have to be a person, but there are 3 aces there. And so whatever it is, whether it is professional, emotional, romantic, personal, whatever it is, it's something very, very passionate that you're actually considering changing your life path for this person or for this passion. Interesting. Busy month of April for sure. Important month of April. All right, let's see what the next sign is. Thank you all for being here. Cancers. Hit the like button, guys. Don't forget. If you're just popping in. And remember, you know, the perks of being a member. I know I repeat it a lot, but Sundays we have people that come in that want to ask a question. So I just want to make sure everybody knows that, you know, becoming a member opens up that access to a free question. All right, here we go. Cancers. April 2024. Cancers. April 2024. What messages, what energies do we have for the sign of Cancer? April 2024. All right, Cancers. Here we go. Cancer, April 2024. Four of Wands, beautiful, celebrating. Death card. Five of Wands. Seven of Swords. King of Pentacles. Wow, you're leaving something behind. It feels like you're not trusting this King of Pentacles. You're celebrating, leaving it all behind. Surrendering to the new. Let's pull some more cards to see where you're going. But there's someone there that you don't trust, that you've been in conflict with, or you just don't trust them. I don't think it's you. It's enough for you to realize what's important for you and how you have to move on and shift and change. Really the death of a phase, the death of a cycle. But you're celebrating that, right? You're celebrating almost being in the right space with your family, being, no, not that one. Okay. All right. Yes, the anxiety, but wow. Okay. So you have 3 pages. So, oh no, 2 pages and a knight, sorry. 2 pages and a knight. So there's something here that you're letting go, whether it be a person, a grudge, a conflict, discussions, that boss, that manager, that coworker, that friend, that family member, whatever it is. You're letting that go. I like that. You're letting that go. It seems like there is someone coming in here with an offer, a creative offer, or messages coming in. You have Page of Wands and Page of Cups. So these are fresh new energies. And I think it's important to be open to new, to embrace this new energy. Whatever this is, this can be a job offer. This can be someone coming in with new messages. Creative projects, creative messages. When I say creative messages, is to start a project with someone, or develop your idea, or be be part of a creative project. It's opening doors. I think that this is something, it's a new inspiration. It's a new inspiration. So it feels like with this King of Pentacles here, this King of Pentacles here, this disappointment, maybe that's a family member, or maybe that's a a manager or a boss or someone you're working with or a friend or whatever, that it feels like it was deceptive, or it feels like it has been deceptive for a while, and then whatever happens, there's like that last little conflict, that straw that breaks the camel's back, right? That one last thing that they say to you or do within your job, within your family, within your life, whatever, and you're like, okay, that's enough. That's enough. I don't want to deal with you anymore. This is not for me. I know I'm going on to something else. And it's almost like you're embracing something here that you don't expect. So whether it's a job offer or someone coming in emotionally, maybe a connection, maybe a romantic connection, you have the Page of Wands and Page of Cups. So it's opening new doors and it's leading you to a new adventure. It's a creative calling, maybe music, maybe art. This is a real strong push to go for it. A real strong push to go for a project, or to acknowledge these new messages coming in from this person. And I think that if you've stopped chasing your dreams, or stopped chasing that person, or been disillusioned because there is conflict there, I think it's now time to, push forward and try to handle the issue from a different perspective. Talk, see, whatever it is, because this is something at one point you're going to move behind. You're going to leave behind, sorry. But and as you leave it behind, so whether it's a conversation or telling it like it is, or finally realizing what's important for you, you're moving forward on a different energy. It really symbolizes the persistence that you can make things happen, even if people don't agree with you, or even if, that person lied to you or was deceptive. You can make it happen no matter what. Follow your calling, and believe it is possible. Yes, there we have the Hierophant. So someone's green lighting this. You have the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. So believe in yourself. It's becoming exciting, whether it's messages coming in from someone, or an offer, job offer, or project offer. Someone there, a leader. It can be a spiritual leader. It can be a guide. It can be a professor. It can be a family member. It can be a boss. It can be anybody. Someone that you look up to is guiding you, helping you along the way, to make you understand that you can push forward no matter what with this Page of Wands and this Page of Cups, and move forward on your project, right? It's really about remaining curious and remaining open, and that understanding that nothing can get in the way of your dreams, whatever your dream is, whatever you're trying to make happen here. Nothing can get in the way of your dreams. So I think that you're gaining, this is like a signal of a new venture, of a new person, a positive signal that things are moving forward, entering like a new position, or taking on a new project, or a new perspective, a positive sign, a signal of success. I think that you're going to be happy. So follow this new energy. It's a good time to take a risk. It's a good time to take a risk at work. It's a good time to take a risk maybe with this person popping in. I keep feeling both ways, whether it's a person that's connecting with you on an emotional, for an emotional journey, or a person that wants to connect with you for a project, for a job. Whatever it is, it feels like, ask yourself if you're prepared, and take the risk. Because even if they're challenges, you know, I think you're ready. I think you're ready. And there's someone there, definitely, that's, you know, giving you their stamp of approval. All right, Cancers. Let's see what the next sign is. Pisces. 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 Pisces, April 2024. Oh, thank you, Tamara. Thank you. It's fun, and it gives you access. All right, Pisces. Thank you so much, Tamara. All right, Pisces, April 2024. What energies, what messages do we have? What's coming in for the sign of Pisces? Pisces. All right, Pisces, here we go. Pisces, April 2024. Energies for the sign of Pisces. Of course, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus, whatever you connect with. These are energies, interchangeable if you connect with them. These are self-reflective readings. Pisces, Pisces. Wow, and here comes that Ace of Pentacles again. There you are, Pisces. Money coming in, an offer, an opportunity, money that you're owed, money you were waiting for. Let's see. Yes. This is something you've been waiting for. You've been manifesting with this Page of Pentacles. And the Strength card. Page of Pentacles and the Strength card. This is putting you in financial stability here. I like that. This Page of Pentacles for me is my mini magician, manifesting finances coming in, financial stability. You're holding your horses here with the Strength card. You're keeping that control. You're keeping that control, but this money coming in is really stabilizing you. I like that. Planning, strategizing, putting plans into action. What are you going to do? I don't think you're afraid now. I think this money coming in, Pisces, is really helping you stabilize and maneuver and make choices. Let's see what else we have coming in. I'm liking this yellow. Yes. Four of Wands, celebrating being with the in the right place with the right people, celebrating with family. This money is coming in. Wow. Okay. Judgment, Magician, and you're standing your ground. You're changing things. You're at a crossroads here. This money is changing everything. This money is making you make that big decision that probably you've been wanting to make for a while with the Judgment. Something that opens up the world to you so people can see you. Something that makes more sense to you, that's more important for you. This is a major decision here, Pisces. Whatever this whatever this money is, whether it's money you were waiting for, or money or a raise, or something, right? You've been really resourceful. You have had this strength of character to sort of harness your power, to have control, over whatever situation is. You stood your ground, or you're standing your ground, so you can really settle everything around you and your family, your surroundings. This is really bringing back harmony in your home. And with the Judgment here, but I mean, here with the Magician, this is something that's been going on for a while, and it's time now to move that forward, right? But you're making peace with whatever has been difficult for you up to now. There's choices you've had to make, but I feel like it's been choices or decisions that have been on the back burner for a while, and that you've been on the fence or on the defense, and you're sort of making peace, from past situations. The Judgment is also about healing. It's about resurrection, but resurrection because it's time. It's time. It's fine. It's time now to find that new way with a whole new outlook on the past, on that person, on that relationship, that job, whatever, that situation, that energy that went south in the past. There's a real sense of healing here, Pisces. Whatever this healing is, you're really able to leave that behind, but it's a massive decision here. When I say massive, for you personally, it doesn't have to be anything huge. It doesn't have to be moving to the other side of the earth and uprooting yourself and changing your life and all that. It can be. It just means it's time. And it's time to move into your energies, what is important for you, and not feel you have to stick around in someone else's energies. This is important for you to understand that it's your time. It's your time to shine. And it's your time to make that decision with the Judgment. And the Magician is also there to say, if you're doubting, right? If you're doubting, there's a spark there. There's a spark there that makes you understand whatever it is, this offer probably, and this money coming in, that's making you understand that it's time to renew your energy, to create your new life, to move into new inspirations, new career, new job, but also for yourself, moving into new energies, ridding yourself of the past energies. That's what rising up to something so much more important for you. Rising up to what is essential for you, not living someone else's life, not living someone else's energies. This is your energy now, and time to do it, Pisces. For many months, Pisces, I have read for you weeklies, monthlies, money and career, or general energies that have been stagnating, with you thinking that there was only one way to be, or one place to be, or having to just stick to that one path because that's the way it is. I think that you're rising up to something really different, and this money coming in is unblocking the situation. Even though you're really harnessed, you want to remain in control. You know it's important to be in control at all times, right? But you understand that this big decision is really going to free yourself. I feel like there's one more card. Pisces. Well, there we go. The World and the Page of Cups. So this is an offer. This is a person coming in, messaging you, whether it be a creative offer or someone expressing their love for you. It is you really releasing those ties. like I say, those unhealthy stigmas of thinking that, you know, or those unhealthy attachments of thinking that there's only one way to do it, or people telling you like it is, that you can't do it, or it's not time, or it's not for you, or whatever it is. Don't listen. It's all about you. I say that for everyone. It's all about you. Commit to yourself and love yourself first. Let me grab a little tea. It's a lot of readings. Thank you for being here. All. Thank you, Tamara, for being here. Oh, you're wonderful, wonderful. All right, Gemini. Let me grab a little tea. All right, here we go. Geminis. Oh, Faith, you're back. Thank you, Faith. Thank you, Faith, for being here as well. Thank you for your help. Tamara, thank you all for being so kind. Thank you. Geminis. April 2024. Remember, anyone watching, to hit the thumbs up. Geminis. April 2024. Geminis. All right, Gemini, let's see what's happening. What energies do we have for the sign of Gemini? What messages do we have? April 2024, what messages, what energies do we have for Gemini? Of course, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, whatever you connect with. A lot of pages coming out. A lot of pages. A lot of pages. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Knight of Pentacles, moving forward, and the Sun, beautiful. Money, all right, so there's an offer there, or there's money coming in, Gemini. You've manifested money, you've manifested this job, you've manifested, I feel like this is a job, I feel like this is professional. Coming in suddenly with this Knight of Swords. Assertive, but again, it's funny because you have this Knight of Swords, which is you, Gemini, but, you know, pushing forward, yet taking your time. So whatever this Page of Pentacles is, this finances coming in, or this job offer, or this business offer, or, right, if this is something that's really exciting and that's happening pretty fast, you are really in a strong foundation for success. Now, when I say that with this Page of Pentacles, right, I feel like this is going to be something really good. I feel like you maybe even having to take a few classes or training a little bit more, but this is coming in with this Knight of Swords. Now, what I was going to say is be careful not to impose too much, because this is coming in pretty fast, and so it's ambitious, and you're determined, you're focused. But then you have the Knight of Pentacles, so it slows down a little bit. So take your time, right? You're going to get what you want. And I feel like in your mind, it's like nothing's going to get in your way. You want it now. It's got to happen. I think that you're really going to be good at this, that this is whatever you're going after, whether it's a project, a job, a business opportunity, I feel like you're intimidated sometimes. And sometimes you're all gung-ho, and sometimes all of a sudden you're retreating and not ready, or maybe intimidated by people, by finances, by whatever people you're negotiating with or talking to. But I think that fear or doubts because you're intimidated, it's not the time for that, right? So whether this is a new idea, a promotion, a new job, go for it. Go for it. Make a big move. Make a big move to get someone's attention. Make a big move to show people who you are. Make a move. Now, still stay in line, right? Prepare, strategize. Remember all the efforts you've put in up to now. Stay organized. Stay on focused. And like, be prepared. And this is going to really make things happen. So I think that if you have this sort of Knight of Swords imposing yourself, and at the same time be ultimate prepared, that's probably not the word, uber prepared, right? And very committed and studious. It's almost like have that energy, that focus and the determination, like a and get yourself out there and get yourself seen and talk to people and impose yourself, but yet make sure your back office or everything's prepared. You know what you're talking about. You have the money to do whatever you're offering. Your foundation is there. Your professional foundation is there. So then whoever you meet or whatever opportunities you have, you're ready. There you go. You're ready. Make sure you're ready, because it's coming in and it's really, really positive. And the sun here, wow. And there you have the Wheel of Fortune. So the sun and the Wheel of Fortune are about positive thinking, putting yourself out there and shining your light, showing the people who you are, sharing that warmth, that positivity, those fun ideas, that creative ideas, sharing the world, showing the world, that you think out of the box, that you have other kinds of ideas and that you can make things happen. And that's where you come in. That's your strength. And that is going to open doors for you. Sharing your worth, sharing your warmth, and thinking positive, seeing that glass half full, and coming in, for example, coming into a meeting and shining your light, all positive. It doesn't have to be extreme positive where people are going to wonder, no. Bring in what you know how to do. Creativity, positivity, and a different point of view. And that is really going to unblock situations, open doors for you, open synchronicities. Things are moving forward, and your warm energy, your positivity is going to follow you forward and guide you to the right people, guide you to the right opportunities. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is all about. Accepting the ebbs and flows, accepting the highs and lows, but also understanding that the more you bring as positive, the more you shine light on your strengths, the more that is going to follow you and open up opportunities. Beautiful, beautiful reading, Gemini. Beautiful. I'm going to leave it at that, because that is really about opening up to other paths. And I think that your creativity your intelligence is going to open doors for you in this month of April. And if it's not month of April, this is something really coming in, a new energy coming in. Believe in yourself. Oh, Faith, thank you. Thank you for the super. Thank you, Faith. You don't have to do that. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Capricorn. Capricorn. Thank you, Faith. Capricorn. Capricorn, April 2024. Anybody left? 5 watching. Okay. Yeah, these are long readings. But it's easier for me when I have the time to come on live and do all 12 than to do 12 separately, plus the weeklies. So Cap Moon, okay. Sorry, not okay. And I realize a lot of you are at work, right? Popping in and out. Thank you, everyone. All right, sorry, not. Cap Moon. Let's see what energies we have. Capricorn, April, money and career. Cozy dreams, Capricorn moon. Hello, cozy dreams. Capricorn. Come on in, everybody. Don't leave me all alone in this live. Even though I'm very focused. Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. Just had to shuffle a bit there. Capricorn. April 2024. Hello. Hello, Cozy Dreams. Thank you. Yes. That's okay. I'm very focused, so. But I like, you know, I like to see what you're up to and you know, see you're there. It's important. All of you are important and wonderful to have you here. All right, Capricorn. Knight of Pentacles. A lot of Knight of Pentacles. There you are, Capricorn. And get committed. I feel like everybody's really hard at work, trying to commit, trying to organize, try to strategize, figure things out, not to push, not to, right? Really, really focus on what is essential and how you can move forward. What life purpose, life path, career path. Standing your ground, Capricorn. There's a decision here. There's a crossroads. Opening up to something. What are you going to open up to? It feels like you don't want to open up, right? You're reticent. You're putting up those boundaries. You don't want to open up. But I feel like there's the necessity to open up, Capricorn. Again, I get that sense, Capricorn. You have this Knight of Pentacles. Again, someone very loyal, committed, on the path, you know, committed to get the job done the right way. Maybe not very creative, but very organized and planning everything out. But it feels like either you're being pushed to open up or there is a decision you have to make in your job, in your career. Let's see where this goes. Yes, yes, there we go. Hangman. Something is coming in that is different. Capricorn, I don't know if you like different. Right? That's the way it feels. It feels like you have to open up in a way. And are you not ready? Do you not want to? It's possible. Let's see. Take a step back, Capricorn. Take a step back. This is different. This is coming in a different way. And I think it's unexpected that it's coming in this way. Is this a job? Is this something in your life you have to choose? A different perspective? Yes, working hard. That for sure, working hard and confused. Where am I going to go? What is this all about? Indecisive. Do I really want to do that? Or why am I forced to make a decision? That's the way it feels. Why am I forced to make a decision? Aha. All right, so there's someone there. This can be a partner, but this can also, this can be a life partner. This can be a relationship, but it doesn't have to be that. This can also be an energy you have in your life, in your work. Someone you really trust. That connection, that family connection, that friend connection, that coworker, or that soul connection, and it seems like you're confused. But are you going to open up to this person? It feels like you're all about work, all about work. Let's see where this is going. Are you? Okay, there's a new energy there. Oh, nice, Capricorn. All right, so here's the Page of Swords. New energy, fresh energies, a new idea. Is this someone? It can be a child. It can be a family member, right? Page of Swords are younger energies. Doesn't have to be. Maybe you're dealing with younger people. But for me, I feel like this is... exploring something new, exploring new projects, new ideas, being curious of the world, and doing it even if other people are not thrilled about it. And that, I think that's why you have the Two of Swords and the Hangman. Understanding that maybe this is not going to jive with everybody. Maybe this is not something that your partner wants to do. Or maybe your family, or maybe your coworkers, your friends are like, what? You're really going to do that? Or you're really going to change jobs? Or you're really going to change career? Or you're really going to move to that other city? Or you're really going to buy that house? Or you're really going to marry that person? Whatever it is, right? It's really about doing, believing in yourself in this new journey. Believing, in getting yourself out there and going on a new adventure and see what's going to happen. Let's see if there's another card here, because I almost feel like this person here, this soul connection, again, it can be family, friend, partner, whatever it is. Even a company, it can even be an entity, right? It feels like either they don't believe you, or they find it foolish, or they find it, what are you going to do? Or, and that is putting you back, like you said, in the trenches. Like, well, should I really do this? Because this is my new project. This is what I want. I want to get myself out there. I want a new path. And you have your ambition and you're eager and you have all these goals, and you're going to reach those goals. You're going to reach those goals. Maybe you need extra education. Maybe you need training. Maybe you'll be mentored. Maybe a person's going to help you, whatever. But you're going to go on your path. That's what it's all about. Because if you wait around for everyone to give you the green light, or to agree with you, or to think it's amazing, and you're never going to do anything, because there's always, like I say, everybody has an opinion. Everybody has an opinion. And you have the hangman there. The hangman is change. Change of perspective, going in a different direction, considering a new option, seeing things from a different point of view, taking the time because things are trapped, because things are stuck, or because people expect you to do things in a certain way. You're very loyal, very committed. People trust you. We can count on you, Capricorn. You're wonderful to have by someone's side, right? You will always be there. You're like an anchor. But also, that is putting you in a position of not being that inability to make a decision, because you're suspended between two possibilities. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I go right or should I go left? Should I take that job or should I move? Whatever it is for you, it will be different for everyone. But it's about that introspection, right? Time, it's that not seeing clear, but time to make a decision for you. And again, I'm back at that energy. You come first. Commit to yourself. Love yourself. Help yourself. You're the best cheerleader for yourself, and you're the only one that knows yourself the way you do. So if you have all kinds of people coming at you, telling you, oh, why are you doing that? It's not the moment to do that. It's not time with the world right now. Why, what, where, why? You're the one that knows. You're the one that knows. Believe in yourself with the Fool, and believe that you can go on this new adventure, whatever you want to do. Do it. Do it. Because at the same time, this is new, this is fresh, this is a new idea, whether it's with a company, whether it's your project, your life project, your career project, this is fresh and new, and it's fun, and it's assertive, and it's sharp. Here you are with the Fool, detaching yourself from those obligations, detaching yourself from those people, from whatever it is that is, binding you. Maybe it's a contract. Maybe you have to finish that job and you're bound by a contract, right? But this is the time, whatever it's the moment for you, right? Maybe you're bound by a contract and you're in that job and you can't leave right away. Okay, fine. But you have your goal. You have your goal. You know you're going to leave all that behind, whether it's a person, whether it is obligations, whether it is a trigger, emotional triggers from the past, from, even childhood, education, family, whatever it is, because we all bottle all that up. We all have all that up within us, and it's not easy. It's not easy to triage all that's going on. And the more the world is chaotic out there, the more we think we have to stay stagnant and stable and just wait for the wind to go by or the storm to go by. Well, the problem is now things are ever so changing, constantly changing. So one day you have to remain stable in your job, and then the next day maybe they're restructuring, or the job is restructuring, and the job has to readapt, and the job has to change. Everybody is forever changing within changing. So I don't think anybody can really count on anything 100% anymore. Not that we could before, but it's even less and less. So the only thing you can trust is yourself. Sorry for the rant. But it's so powerful. It is so powerful. And you have the Fool, so you're really liberating yourself. It's freedom, Capricorn. Liberating yourself for whatever is, making you stuck, or making you feel you can't do it, or making you feel it's not the right moment, or it's not for you, or you don't have the tools or the experience, whatever. You are going to feel liberated. Wow. Impressive reading, Capricorn. Impressive reading. Okay, let me grab a little tea. Well, Kevin, I think it's also self-reflective readings. And in every reading, there's something that makes one reflect about oneself, whatever we're going through at that moment. And I think it is a beautiful way. I always feel like tarot, I saw a title the other day, tarot therapy, and I think it's also a way to introspect, a way to process, a way to reflect on our lives, on our choices, on our desires. And so these are energies, but these are also energies of oneself. And so it sort of pushes us to also reflect on oneself. And that's why I always say, you come first. You always come first. Cards are a beautiful way to process, to understand. You're so welcome, Kevin. You're so welcome. A beautiful way to find clarity. All right. Is it the last? Oh no, two more. Yes, two more. Next up, Aquarius. Hello, everyone in the chat, outside of the chat. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. That always helps. If you're around, hit the thumbs up. That's free. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what energies we have for the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius. April 2024 for the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius. Any Aquariuses in the house? Pop in. Okay, Aquarius. April 2024 messages, energies for the sign of Aquarius. The Magician. This one keeps popping up as well. It's time, guys. It's time. Whether you're doubting yourself, is it time? There you go. Doubting, confusing. That moon keeps coming up as well. Confusion, confusion. Waiting for those answers. What's going on? I need the truth. I need answers before I move forward. You're moving forward on something. You're moving forward. And again, the Page of Pentacles. And I shuffle these cards, but look at this. These are the same cards that keep coming up for everyone. Time to move forward. Time to make it happen with the Magician. This is really the signal to make this happen, to push forward. And if we doubt ourselves, you know, what is this all about? If we doubt ourselves. We doubt that we have the tools. We doubt that we have the time. Okay, so Aquarius, there's a person there. Two of Cups. What is this all about? Is this a person? Is this someone you're connecting with? But we also have the Page of Pentacles again. Manifesting finances, finances. Everyone wants money, finances, right? Which is normal, normal. Finances definitely make things easier. Doesn't solve all problems, it doesn't solve the problems, but it makes things easier, right? But this, again, whatever you're manifesting, Aquarius, whatever it is that you're trying to make happen with this person, let's pull another card. Because this is an entity, a soul person, a friend, a potential romantic relationship that's becoming clear little by little. You're oh, okay. So let's see where we're going here. We have a lot of cards that popped up here because I feel like this person here that's on your mind or someone you have connected with, you're moving away from that person. And with this Magician, for me, it just confirms that it's time to move away from that person, right? To take action, to bring your intentions to fruition, right? And that you've gathered everything you needed up to now. You've gathered all the information. Maybe you now know this person. And if it's not a person, it can be a partnership, a business partnership. There's emotions involved there. So I think that with everything you know now, your resources of what you've learned along the way, you now know where you are. You now know where you stand. And whether or not you know this, you're ready to push forward into your new goals. So focus on that one thing. I feel like this person, yes, and I never read reversals, but for some reason I'm reading this reversal. I feel like this person, you don't want them, you no longer want them part of the family, if that makes sense, or part of your inner circle. Ace of Cups, the Justice, and you're celebrating a decision. You're celebrating a decision to not have that person within your family, and now you're moving forward in something else. Something's got to give here with the Justice. There's a decision made by you, by someone else, by the universe to really shuffle things around, and you're sort of celebrating finally finding, you know, two of wands, realizing that the coast is clear, that now you can move forward and now you can make things happen. Whether you want to move forward on your life, whether you don't want to be with this person anymore, I think that your decision is being celebrated. It's becoming clear. Clear in your mind, clear in your emotions. And again, there's a sense of finances here that is sort of making things easier for you to make your decision. Maybe you have more finances, maybe you're independent than that other person. You're celebrating this decision. And this decision here with the Justice, yes, oh, there you go. And there's the Fool. I think we've had the Fool at the end of every reading. Freedom. Freeing yourself from those ties, that person, the job situation, the family decision, whatever it is. That Justice there is an obligation. It's something that's going to happen. It is something that's got to give, a decision made by you, by someone else, by the universe, to put things back in order, to put everybody back in their place and put things back in balance so you can move forward on this new journey. Detaching yourself from those emotions, detaching yourself from that person that you no longer want in your environment, if that makes sense. Wow. Okay, one more. Thank you. All right, here we go. Last but not least, Aries. Let's see what we have with Aries. What energies do we have? April 2024. I'm sort of losing my voice little by little. It's a good thing it's the last sign. But I'm so happy you're here. Thank you all for still being here. Thank you all for watching and connecting. And remember, if you do become a member of this channel, that automatically gives you a perk and gives you access to a free reading during the Sunday Live, if that's something you're interested in. All right, Aries. I was going to say Aquarius again. Aries. Remember, these are general readings. These are not money and career. These are general messages, readings, energies for April 2024. Here we go, Aries. April 2024. Let me just grab a little tea. Cheers to you all, and grab a tea, a coffee, a drink, whatever it is in your neck of the woods. Cheers to all. All right, last sign, Aries. Any Aries? Any Aries watching? Okay. Cozy Dreams. I love that handle. Cozy Dreams. Seems so comfortable. All right, Aries. One more shuffle. Oh, for anyone that's interested, at the end of this, I think I'm just going to do a very quick pick a card if you're interested. Very quickly, just for fun. All right, Aries. Here we go, Aries. I don't really do pick a cards, but I think they're fun. Just to lighten up the spirit. Here we go, Aries. April 2024. Yes, I think that's a good idea, right, Soina? Yeah. They're fun. All right, Aries. Again, Ace of Pentacles. Again, Six of Pentacles. Again, the Hangman going in a different direction. In a different direction. There's an offer there, Aries. Let me pull this down a little bit. There's an offer there, Aries. Interesting, because I feel like this is something, again, you're not expecting. All these energies are very interesting because they are, it feels like everybody's expecting a change. Everybody's expecting an answer, a message, a direction, right? It's almost like everybody's on the verge of change. And then when it's coming in, whether it's the business offer, the finances, the job, it's unexpectedly something different. People are doing things in a different way, or it's a different type of company, or it's a whole different type of job. Something more that you're sharing, right? Something more generous, caring, guiding others, just being there for others. Maybe you're guiding others. Maybe you're helping others, Aries. Maybe this is a community, and maybe you are, trying to help others. Let's see where this goes, because the Hangman is about taking a step back, because it's not the same narrative. It's not the same energy, right? And surrender to the opportunity to pause and view it as a chance to reassess, to be there for others, to help others maybe, right? And to reevaluate where you are on your path, where you stand, what you want, because something new is emerging. And I'm feeling this for a lot of signs. Something new is emerging, and you're not going to be able to see it unless you allow it to come in, unless you take the time, observe, connect to new people, open new doors. This is important, really, to understand that, again, it's about adaptability and seeing things in a different way. The Hangman invites you to pause and surrender to the situation, even if it's different. Even if it's different than what you expected. It's about taking the time away from your routine to connect with a new way of thinking, a new way of seeing, a new path, new people, new job, whatever it is, right? It's about accepting and taking the time to do something different, to go on a different path, and really to have a new perspective. And so this is really something that is a theme that keeps popping up, that we have to adapt, that we have to surrender. Now, do we have to surrender to other people's energies? No. Do we have to surrender to something we don't want? No. Do we have to surrender just because? No. But we have to take the time to change. We have to take the time to see things differently, because no matter how we cut it, things are different. No matter how we cut it, what is coming in is different. It's a different world out there. It's a different way of making money. It's a different way of approach in jobs, in careers, in life. So maybe some people have a linear life, and maybe some people have had the same job and nothing has changed, and they have the same money they had, and I doubt it. I doubt it. Because for anybody that's out there that has had the same life and nothing has changed and everything's cool and dandy, then I'd like to know. Then maybe there wouldn't be that many people online reading, tarot, and people interested in understanding these new energies and how to process and making choices and finding the energy and the energy boost to believe in ourselves, to trust ourselves that things are going to be okay. There you go. There's someone you don't trust there in your job. Aries. Who are you not trusting? Let me pull this up. We'll pull a few more cards. And for anybody that's still sticking around, stick around a little bit. We'll do a pick a card reading. Or anybody outside that's not in the chat, come in the chat. Don't be afraid. Yes, Kevin. And it's also understanding that we have to shift and we have to be okay with it. Okay, so you have a water sign, and you have, there you are, Aries, Leo, Sag, King of Wands, and a water sign. And there's someone you don't trust there. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, there's someone you don't trust there. Or you don't trust the energy in the group, in the company, in the team, because there's a teamwork here. You're building something, or this offer is to build something. Okay, I got it. This offer is to build something or to be part of a team or a community or a project, whatever it is. You're not alone. There's something there you don't trust, and that is probably why you have the Hangman, because it's new. And that's not the way you usually do it, Aries, and so you're not trusting. Let's pull one more card. There's the offer, and there's the Wheel of Fortune. It's moving forward, and it's moving forward in your favor. Positive synchronicities, things are connecting. It's creative. Why are you not trusting? Because it's different. Let's pull one more card. You've worked really hard on this. You're reaping the fruits of your labor. It's all coming in. You can collect these pentacles, Aries. I think, yeah, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, it's all you. Assertive, motivated, team leader, making things happen. There's just something, I feel like Aries, it's not a person that you don't trust. It's a situation, an energy. You're not sure of it because maybe you've been, you know, tricked back in the day, or I don't know. It feels like, let me pull this out, because you have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving forward. Things are happening. Whatever is stuck is moving forward. You're assessing, reassessing. Okay, you're taking a new path. This is going to be a new group of people, a new company, a new job. You have the offer and you have the pentacles. And I think this project is more soothing for you. You're helping others. Maybe you're part of a community thing. Maybe you want to help others. Maybe this is about developing projects to help others and not just to make money. Maybe you're raising money. Why do you have this Seven of Swords? Okay. There's a trust issue there. You're not saying, and you're not even saying that you don't trust them. You're keeping that to yourself. And moving on, and there comes the Fool, freeing yourself from those hang-ups, those secrets, those people you don't trust. Move forward on this project. You don't know exactly, that's okay. New people, that's okay. Move in that direction and be open to all these opportunities and this new adventure. This is going to be fun. This is going to be different. And no, you don't have all the answers. And I think that goes for everyone. No, you don't have all the answers. And it's okay not to have all the answers because quite frankly, today we don't have them. All we know is what we're made of, our energies and our focus and our drive. All right, Aries. All right, done. Done. Oh, 14 watching. Hello. So I'm going to do a pick a card just for fun. Yes, I still have the energy to do a pick a card, but we'll do it quickly. I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to put 3 decks out and see. Oh, thank you. I've been seeing synchronicities back. Okay, good. There you go. Okay, there. Yes, sometimes you have to give. Sometimes it's time to give. Sometimes it's just time to be there for others and give. And guidance, love, emotion, caring, whatever. Yep, it's all about figuring out. All right, let me just shuffle a little bit, and then I'm going to do a 1, 2, 3. All right, pick a card. All right. Pick a card. 1. This one I haven't touched, so pick a card. 2. Take this out of the way. And pick a card. 3. Get ready. Are you ready? I'm just shuffling the last deck because All right, here's what we're going to do. Pick a card 3. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3. I invite you to focus, to find a quiet space if you can. If you're in your office, just focus on the cards. And ask yourself a question. What is it you want right at this moment? What energy or answer or message or word, what would you like to know right at this moment? It's going to be different for everyone. 1, 2, 3. I'll give you 1 moment to ground yourself, to ask yourself that question, and we will begin. If you picked number 1, 5 of Cups, a little disappointment there. Disappointment, but that disappointment is giving you a clear view, much more honest with yourself, much more honest with what's going on. You're becoming true to yourself because of that disappointment. Maybe that's an answer you didn't want. Maybe that message or that person or that situation was not what you want or is not what you want, and you're a little disappointed because 3 of Cups is not a big deal. It's just a little bit crying over spilt milk, like that's not fair, should have been me, or that's not what I wanted. But that is really putting you in what you want, being true to yourself. I love that. So that's giving you beautiful authenticity, being genuine, and now you're very clear on your path. So that little disappointment is now enabling you to articulate what you believe in and what you stand for. It's giving you positive energy, and you're going to be much more in touch with yourself and in harmony with your feelings and your emotions. That whatever that person said, that little thing they said or they did, that's putting you in a beautiful, beautiful new feeling, and your heart is open. And now you're going to be able to share those emotions with others. And you're not going to have those reservations, those barriers, those defense mechanisms, right? It's what you see is what you get. You're much more honest with yourself and others. And I think that this is really at your core belief, you figuring out what you stand for, what your philosophy is. And so now you're ready to establish what's essential for you. Time to go out there and time to do that. That little thing that they said changes the whole narrative. If you chose number 2, Three of Swords, King of Wands, and the 2 of Cups. There's a partnership there. There's something there that is ending, or that disappointment, that heartfelt conversation. But with the King of Wands, you are taking control. Whatever it is, whether it's a deception, a situation with a person, you have this energy and you're becoming much more optimistic, right? Again, a negative transformed into a positive. And I'm not sugarcoating anything, but these are energies, the ups and downs of life. And having this King of Wands, you're much more confident and you're much more motivated to push forward in your action. And also, I feel like you're freeing yourself from ways of thinking, from attachments, and now you're daring. This energy is about doing what you want, taking control of your life. And now you're going to be daring to be different. Again, it's about freeing yourself from those attachment or that disappointment. And now it's okay. You don't care what other people think. That's fine. That's fine. You're in control now. If you pick number 3, Page of Swords, something new is coming in. Oh boy, and Ace of Wands. Page of Swords and Ace of Wands. This is a whole new energy coming in. Whatever this answer was, whatever this messages you wanted to come in, or this answer, with this Page of Swords, it's a new idea. It's a new perspective. It might be even an innovative idea. You're very curious. You're bright. You're alert. You're not, you're curious. This new adventure, passion, job, relationship, Ace of Wands, whatever it is putting you in a beautiful, new, ambitious energy with lots of goals. You might have to train, you might have to take classes or apprentice, or you might be a little anxious or nervous. But you're at the very early stages now of something new coming in, whether it's your career or a big, big choice. I love this. This is really, really beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful energies. There you go. 1, 2, 3, all about energies. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Let me know if you like this little pick a card reading. It's always interesting. Thank you for still watching after, I don't know how, 2 hours. Thank you to each and every one. Remember, if you become a member, that automatically gives you access to a free question during the Sunday Live. Would love to have you on our team. Again, all of these readings, you can go back to them if you haven't seen your sign yet. Love the pick a card. Okay, maybe we'll do more. Well, maybe we'll always do one, maybe at the beginning of the live readings, just to, you know, give a lighter energy, something a little fun. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for sharing your journeys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, everybody. Oh, yeah, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah, they're fun. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I will see you back here for a live on Sunday. Oh, Sunday will be the reveal of the 2 free readings. Don't forget to, if you want to put your name in the hat for a free reading, potentially win a free reading, you know, put that magic word down below. I don't have a magic word here, or maybe I should put a magic word here. Adapt. I am going to say adapt. So if you want to put a magic word down below in this live, put adapt if you want to potentially put your name in the hat for a free reading. I will be announcing 2 names this Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time. For anybody that's not used to it, I do live readings every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And for anyone that becomes a member, that also gives you access to a free question during the live. Thank you so much to all for being here. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.